Hey, it's time now on a Thursday morning, as always, for the last 20 or 30 years, the Sports Med Sports Report with the one and only, the man who used to be #1 in sports.
Yeah.
And gone downhill ever since then. First, let's get right to it, though, Bobby. You made a prediction the other day on the final.
Sucked, didn't it?
Let's roll the video, please.
Here we go. The facts are, for the third straight year, UCLA is in the Final Four. In the semifinals, UCLA will defeat Memphis, North Carolina will defeat Kansas, and on Monday in the championship game, UCLA will defeat North Carolina.
Loser! He missed them all.
Hey, but that Super Bowl prediction was right on.
Yeah, we got it too. Don't make it. Don't let us have to pull it out of the archives.
Don't pull out that one.
Oh, well, we got it. Roll it again.
Super Bowl coming up on Sunday. Patriots, Giants. Prediction here, even though that line, by the way, I just checked, the line is 12.
I got the Patriots winning by 39 points.
Idiot.
Really? Is that really?
All right, what's happening today?
All right, let's get into it. Albert Pujols, from the St. Louis Cardinals. Albert, big guy, had a pregame scuffle last night with one of the players with the Houston Astros, and that was before the game. Nothing physical. It was a big verbal scuffle. In the game, he gets so hot, he goes ahead and hits 2 home runs for the Cardinals as the Cardinals beat the Astros last night. But Big Albert is one of the best players in the league right now.
Can I ask you something?
Sure.
What's happened to the Atlanta Braves? They got beat 12-6 last night.
Well, no pitches, what it sounds like.
Well, they're just going through a transition. They don't have some of the players they've always had. Andrew Jones, him leaving the Braves, to me, is just one of the big shames in baseball because, here's a guy that, in my opinion, could have been one of the best center fielders of all time.
Can you hold down the questions till the end of the segment?
Sorry, I just got 3
We do
more.
Q&A.
Every time he raises his hand, I think he's got to go pee. All right, let's go. Keep going.
All right, 2008 football season coming up for the Tennessee Titans. It is the 10th season of the Titans. Boy,
Norm Chow still up there?
Norm Chow. And the Titans, 10 years in Nashville. I tell you, that's great. Tennessee, of course, winning the Women's Basketball National Championship this past week. Pat Summitt, that's her 8th national title. She now has 983 wins, and that's her 13th championship game that she's participated in. There is the #1 coach of all time.
And then they had the draft yesterday.
Yeah, then
Well, they don't waste no time, do they, Coach?
They don't waste any time. Tell me about Tennessee basketball team. I mean, my goodness gracious, Coach, they just top of the world, aren't they?
They'll lose those couple that are going in the draft, and they'll have some more come in, and they'll be back on top again next
Well,
year.
you don't know nothing about girls basketball.
They just reload, don't they?
They just reload.
Reload, kind of like Athens basketball, right?
We're going to have a good recruiting year.
We'll get out there and do it.
We'll help you.
And one of the biggest changes, and Keith will know about this in sports history, was the baseball free agency. And the #1 item when they're going to this free agency, what these people look at is the physical. Because what they have to do is these players have to go through CAT scans, MRIs, X-rays, and they even double-check some old procedures if they've had injuries. That's the #1 thing they look at in free agency. So when baseball comes in, because this hits right about this time almost every year, so it's pretty cool. The richest female athlete in the world, who is it, Jamie?
Gloria Cooper.
Gloria. Maria Sharapova, the tennis player, #1 athlete in the world.
Paid athlete.
Paid athlete.
She ever won a tournament?
Oh, sure, absolutely.
What is that? The good, tall, long-legged? I've seen her before.
She's won Wimbledon,
Huh?
Goober.
Yeah.
All right, today starts the Masters.
I might be thinking about that other one.
Can't wait. Masters starts today, and of course, Jamie will be glued to his TV set watching the Masters all
Don't even
weekend,
play
I'm
golf.
sure.
Never played in my life.
But you
love to
watch
watch
the
it.
Masters.
Ain't got nothing else to do.
All right, here's a couple fun facts about the Masters. The Amen Corner, there's Tiger. Oh, by the way, Tiger Woods is the favorite as always. In 13 Masters, Tiger is 93 under par on the par 5s.
Is that good?
That's where he's won it. On the par 4s, here's something interesting about Tiger Woods in his 13 Masters. On the par 4s, he is 24 over par. So it's the par 5s is where he's winning the Masters. Only first-time tourney winners. In other words, only 3 times has a player won the Masters, being his first time in the Masters. So that's a little piece of information. 1966, Jack Nicklaus was the first back-to-back winner. They present the green jacket, and
if you win it 2 years in a row, you just get to keep it?
Well, yeah, no, they actually give you a new jacket, but what they did with Jack, since that was the first time, they didn't know how to present him with a jacket, so they handed him the jacket. He put on his own jacket. I mean, think about it, because usually the last year's winner does that for the new winner, but Jack Nicklaus did that back in '66. Amen Corner, that's holes 11, 12, and 13, was so named Amen Corner by a Sports Illustrated writer many years ago. A lot of people want to know why that's called that, because right there you say your prayers and hold on, because that's where the tournament's usually won or lost. The winner receives not only the green jacket, but he also wins a sterling silver trophy and a gold medal, which we normally don't see because of the TV time, but they only put on the green jacket. And behind the 12th hole, now the 12th hole is a short par 3 over Rays Creek, right?
Yeah,
All right.
whatever you say.
You can sometimes see another golf hole. If you look closely on the hill behind that, that is the Augusta Country Club, and it's the 9th hole of the Country Club where they finish and go up to the clubhouse. A lot of people think that's part of the Masters golf course, but that is the Augusta Country Club right behind the 12th hole. So when you're watching the Masters weekend, look at that.
ESPN today and tomorrow. I think it starts at 2 o'clock.
2 o'clock today on ESPN, and of course tomorrow. And you know, by the way, ESPN broadcast a par 3 tournament yesterday for the first time ever. And no one has ever won the par 3 tournament and won the Masters.
That's why Tiger didn't participate.
Who's that?
Tiger Woods. You know he's playing this year. Bobby can't go back.
Yeah, there's some truth to that.
Keith, anything happening in sports? I'm assuming you were finished.
Don't forget the Big Gulf South crossover softball tournament at Wilson Morgan Park in Decatur. Starts tonight and goes through Sunday, so don't forget that.
Coach, anything y'all play today?
We play today. Athens Bible School.
Thanks for coming up, Eddie. It's always a pleasure
As
seeing
always,
you in
Coach.
action.
You know, our doctors take care of coaching his players over there. Do a good job.
Yeah, Sports Med Sports Sport, Bob Labbe. Hey, we'll be
Coach.
back tomorrow morning bright and early at 6 a.m., so y'all be sure to tune in for that.
Jump in, Coach.
Huh?
He's a great referee, too.
Oh, yeah, is he? Oh, yeah, I know that.
Oh, boy, thanks.
Don't worry, he'll tell us. He'll tell us all. But thanks for bringing all the girls up this morning.
That's good.
All right, Keith, as always, look at that good-looking kid on TV right there. A couple years ago.
Boy, has he changed.
Hair got longer. Hey, and grayer. Hey, we'll get out of here on a Thursday. We'll see y'all bright and early tomorrow morning. Going to be a hot one today and rain tomorrow, so y'all hang on for that. Time for us to get out of here.